at Ephraim's grave. All right, so this stone here is about 9 feet 11 inches, and comparative to Kathy, which is pretty close to that. But anyway, so Old Ephraim was the name of this old grizzly bear. He was in this area for many years. Apparently he killed a lot of sheep, cattle, different game, and he was trap shot back in 1923. This monument was put in 1966. So gosh, older than us.
Wow.
Surprising that thing hasn't fallen over by now. Oops. I'm looking around for the lawn. There's a little calf moose just up the road. You probably saw it on the GoPro. I can't see the mother, and I don't want to get, of course, between the mother and the calf, so I'm kind of looking around. See it. Oh, there she is. There she is. She was running the other way. Probably didn't see it. So I don't know a lot about wildlife, but the one thing I do know is you don't want to get between a cow moose and her calf. But I saw the cow moose just heading down that direction, so I think we're safe. Okay, take two. Well, here's a single track. Should we try it?
Yeah, let's go for it. You first.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a bit of a challenge for us to get out of here. Okay, so we don't ride single track very often. I think that one a little rough getting down for us, right? For how technical riders we are, or lack thereof. That was going to be a bit of a challenge getting back up. Wish us luck. All right, gotta come help Kathy down. How was it?
Rough. Woo!
Rough.
I'm sweating to death.
So we've come down as far as we're going to. Gonna turn around here and cross our fingers that we'll be able to go up this single track as easy as we came down.
Yeah, that'll be easier.
Yeah, oftentimes we find that going uphill, depending on the terrain and the technicality of it, but oftentimes going uphill is a little easier than coming downhill. So, dang it, I don't know what it is about this area, but there are flies all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, well, wish us luck. Yeah! All right, so Kathy's bike has given her some troubles. I just rebuilt the carburetor just a couple months ago, and it starts right up no problem. So what I'm wondering is maybe a dirty spark plug or something of that nature, and shame on me, I don't have the tools here. So we're gonna go back to camp and I'll take the spark plug out, see what that looks like. And if that's all, you know, dirty, then I'll clean that up and hopefully, keep fingers crossed, hopefully that fixes it. If not, we'll have to go into town and maybe, I don't know, go through the carburetor again and see if that fixes it. Out. Okay, so we made it back to camp. Kathy's bike's still running a bit rough. So I'm looking at the toolkit that I kind of put together, and have a couple of different sockets here for the spark plug, and neither one of them work. One's too big and the other's too small. All right, so note to self and everyone else, when you put together a kit, make sure all the tools fit. All right, so I have some deep well sockets, but I don't have the ratchet. But I do have breaker bar, but I'll definitely be able to get it off with this. Can't really do this one-handed, so I'll be right back. Oh, I have a wire brush. I'll go ahead and clean that off. All right, Kathy and I are still relatively new to this dirt biking, what, 3-4 seasons, something of that nature. So I've tried to put all the right tools in a toolbox and carry with us, but clearly I don't have everything. So if you happen to be the 2 or 3 people that actually watch this video and you've got some recommendations on which tools we should pack with us, drop it in the comments below. I have an assortment of tools, but clearly I don't have the right ones. Hopefully by cleaning the spark plug, that'll take care of it. If not, gonna have to tear into that carburetor again.
Okay, we're gonna try a new dish this week while we're camping. Has anyone heard of smash burgers? So we're gonna try it. I don't know if we'll like it, but we're gonna try it. So it's gonna be super simple. I've already got my Ritz crackers that I smashed. I'm gonna go in here with some hamburgers, some seasoning, and a little bit of egg, and then we're gonna smash it onto this tortilla. Before I left, I put egg in here, and I blended them all up so we have a whole bunch of eggs. Okay, I would use a spoon, but I'm just gonna go easy and use my hands. My mom always used to put Ritz crackers in hamburger when she made it when I was growing up, and kind of kept the tradition going. I think it makes the meat taste really good. How do we call that? Extra salt. Okay, another thing that we forgot to bring, so we're gonna put on the list, is a skillet. I can't find my skillet. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make one at a time. You get a tortilla, you get your hamburger, and we're just gonna take it over here. And all you're gonna do, and you smash it. Okay, and then we cook it. Now while that's cooking, I'm gonna hurry and cut up everything that's gonna go on our hamburgers. While the food's prepping, the most important part of the dinner is dessert, right? So we're gonna hurry and prep our briquettes. I'm gonna put 25 of them in here.
While Kathy's not here, I put in just a little bit more lighter fluid. I mean, what's better, a little bit or even more? Exactly.
Oh, that looks good.
Okay, now how do you do this? You fold it in half?
Some guys fold it in half, but I think I'm just gonna eat mine like a quesadilla.
Well, I'm gonna do more like a taco. How's
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Okay, this is a bit of a mess. Looks good, but this is a mess. It's very good and probably very messy.
It's gotta be messy. We're camping.
It really tastes good though.
Good.
It's good.
Good, good, good.
Excuse the mess. Great news, we made it through the night. But there was someone around 1 o'clock at night, pulls up near our campground and stopped and appeared to turn off his headlights. So of course all of the survival instincts are going, hey, what's going on here? We have motion lights on our trailer as well, and they're occasionally going off. So of course then you're wondering, hold on, is someone out ready to get us? Anyway, we survived. We're out hiking, trying to get in our 10,000 steps. Kathy, for some reason, thinks that 10,000 steps is good for us. Based on how much I'm breathing, I don't think this is good for me.
This morning we're going to do a little bit of HIIT, and my husband chose this hill to do it. And of course he's going to beat me every single time, and you know what? I'm kind of okay with that.
Well, it's not super aggressive, but it is enough of an incline that it'll get our heart rate going. So
yeah.
Anyway, join us for a few rounds of HIIT. Okay, I think that's 5 or 6 rounds, or 2 or 3, something like that. Anyway, let's keep going. Yeah!
A great thing to bring camping is some bands. They take very little space and it's a very effective workout. So we're gonna hurry and crank this out today before we hit the bikes.
That's a good way to finish off that workout. Okay, only because we are not super technical riders at all. I'm gonna kill our engines and just kind of coast this one down and probably end up getting off actually. Those are my pegs. Okay, that's what you do when you're a non-technical rider. How's that? How about them apples? How about y'all are all 2 or 3 of you that watch this? Whoa, I'll bet you're really impressed, right? Are you gonna ride my bike or you want yours?
Something definitely felt wrong there.
She ended up having to hike uphill. Now granted, that is pretty steep, but she hiked up, what, 30, 40 yards maybe, and now all of a sudden she's delirious. She thinks my bike is her bike. All right, so this morning's hike, we're headed to Spawn Creek. Now, we've never been there.
No, we're just gonna go for it.
And see what happens. Now, we've seen plenty of hikers and horses coming in and out of there as we're driving by.
Wish us luck.
Okay, we lied. Well, we didn't really lie, but we ended up on the wrong trail. We're actually on, what's it called?
I think a sawmill trail, but we're not positive.
Yeah.
Yet.
Anyway, we're in search of either some sort of spawning event or
Milling, right?
Yeah, I guess. So we'll see.
Yeah.
It's a long trail so far.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? How old are you? All I gotta say is if this is indeed the Sawmill Trail, dang, those people should have put the sawmill a lot closer to the road.
Or you just don't stop every 10 feet to get the perfect B-roll.
Whoa, wait. For the 2 or 3 of you that'll actually watch this, don't you enjoy getting some B-roll? I mean, look. It's beautiful out here.
I just even...
They said when you come to the fork in the road, take it. Okay, just kidding. Actually, they said when you come to the fork in the road, take this direction. So to the right. Temple Fork Sawmill was built on this site way back in 1877. So we made it up to the sawmill. We hiked up. This time we're going to do some jogging, right?
Yes, we're going to try anyways.
See if we can get in even a little bit more exercise. So,
and beat our time.
Yes. Yeah, that would not be hard to do. I'm going to put the GoPro though in the bag so you won't see anything else as we're going down. Just know we did it in like record time. It's probably going to take us like, what, 5 minutes to do 2.5 miles?
Definitely.
Yeah, something like that. Yep, we're speedy. Okay, we're trying a new trail today. We came across a couple of people up top and they recommended this trail. Anyway, we're hoping we're on the right trail. I'm just hoping we don't get lost. Kathy's throwing caution to the wind and saying, let's just do it. And of course, I'm just saying, okay, but do we know where we're going? Hopefully the answer is yes. If you're watching this, we did make it back to civilization. So Kathy's bike is still giving her some troubles. I keep cleaning the spark plug. That seems to be maybe not the issue, I don't know. So we're gonna make it back to camp and I'll tear into the carburetor, clean that up. Hopefully that's the problem. If not, we'll have to, I don't know, take it in. Somebody knows what they're doing. Okay, we were digging this trail. Now, not so much. Boy, this is a tough one. Luckily, I connected to GPS up at the top of the mountain where we were still getting cell coverage. Anyway, it shows that we still have 14 miles to go. Somehow we got off on a wrong road. As I'm kind of pinching in and out from my phone and Google Maps, it appeared that there could have been or should have been another road that we could have, or trail rather, that we could have taken that would have cut out, boy, probably a lot of this garbage that we're going down now. So this is a pretty technical, slow slog down this hill. Lots of big rocks, a lot of stuff that we don't like doing. Anyway, trying to rally our spirits so we can get back before it gets dark. It's about 6 o'clock. It gets dark around 9. GPS shows that we should make it back in about an hour, but that's assuming that we go probably faster than we have been. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll keep you informed. And again, if you're watching this, we did make it back. Okay, we're trying a new trail today. It's called Warm Fence. Now, we tried to learn from yesterday, that bit of a debacle. So we went into Garden City earlier today and we picked up a printed map of this entire area. Now, it's not super detailed, but I think it's detailed enough that, well, just looking at the map, we think we've got a way that we can make a nice loop. Anyway, so any key learnings from yesterday?
Yeah, don't do like me and just say, hey, go wherever you want to. That would not have turned out if it wasn't for Michael finding us a way out of there. That could have been bad.
Yeah, luckily we do have some supplies, so if we did have to essentially kind of bunker down for the night, we have some fire starter, a lighter, that sort of stuff, and there's enough dry wood around. We could have stayed relatively safe, but regardless, there's nothing like your own campsite. So I think maybe the key learning for us anyway is to, if at all possible, have a printed map that you can rely on, one that is as detailed as possible, so you can navigate from where you start to where you want to go, and then of course ultimately back to your campsite. Where's the freaking oxygen?
Don't study.
Just in case you saw a lot of flailing and wailing and etc. That wasn't me. Someone's hacked into our account and they filmed some guy just being completely out of control. That was not me, just so you know. I just did that expertly up the hill like a pro.
Yeah, well done.
Holy crap. Woo! Trails for us, these are pretty technical trails. All these little, call them side trails that connect some of the more populated trails. Ooh, for us, they're a workout.
Yeah, a little bit too much for me.
It's too bad too, because I don't know if you can see them behind us, but what beautiful views. So beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, they have pretty views. I'm not looking at them. I'm looking at the freaking rocks we're going over.
Yeah, beautiful views, and these trails are doing us dirty.
Yes.
Well, for the next hour or so, we traversed over just terrible, rocky, steep. Oh, it was a terrible ride. I didn't even record any of it, but anyways, you can see we finally made it off the mountains. We did encounter this here where a tree had fallen over, but luckily a lot of people stopped and got the tree out of the way, and we continued on, at least for a little while. When Kathy tipped over, it bent the gear shift lever, and all I had to do was bend it back into place. So luckily, no major damage whatsoever. And on that note, that ended our long weekend of riding. We had a lot of fun, and yet there were 2 or 3 trails that we ended up on that were just too technical. But we put ourselves out there. We didn't damage our bikes. We'll just keep plugging away. I almost forgot to put in the straps into the corners here, the pickup bed. Of course, a lot easier to put those in before both bikes are in. By the way, if you've not tried these are made by Rhino. I think it's rhinousainc.com, if I remember right. I think I bought them off of Amazon, but dang, these These are really good straps. They're I think they refer to them as the soft loop, something of that nature. As you may be able to tell here, it's, I don't know, rubberized, but anyway, it's a nice coating or finish on the hook itself, and that's on both ends, by the way. And there's a nice soft little rubber cap on each of these springs that helps keep it from coming out of the hook. Anyway, really nice. If you haven't tried them, give it a shot. I think you'll really like them. Let's see, I've had several different types of straps before, and these are good and rugged. That's got to be what, 1.5-inch, something of that nature. I don't remember what they're rated for, but yeah, really good straps. Give them a try. Okay, just like that, our dirt bikes are in. We're set. So that wraps up another biking trip.
Yep.
This one was a little bit longer than typical. Had a lot of fun.
Yep.
Had a couple of trails that were a little challenging, quite frankly.
Had a few tears.
Yeah. It's a bit of a challenge. Now go home and recuperate. I tipped over on my dirt bike. I was totally standing still, by the way, tipped over. Different story, another day. Anyway, so recover, recuperate, and get ready for, hopefully in another couple, 2-3 weeks, head out again.